Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, this government claims to be for the people. Well, a major issue in Scarborough Southwest is the lack of long-term care beds and the quality of care available to the people in Scarborough Southwest. One constituent's mother fell 4 weeks ago. She has dementia and has been in the hospital and then moved to a day program ever since. She needs long-term care. She now has to leave the temporary day program without hope of a long-term bed. Long-term care is at a crisis point, and now it's this government's crisis. Mr. Speaker, would this Premier promise that there will be thousands of long-term beds while not increasing spending and without cutting a single frontline job? So can he tell us when can this family in Scarborough Southwest expect relief and how?
Minister of Health.
Minister of Health and Long-Term Care.
Thank you very much for the question. We are certainly aware that there is a crisis in long-term care across this province, in your riding and many others across the province, due to 15 years of inaction by the previous government. That's why one of our central campaign promises was to build 15,000 more beds in 5 years, 30,000 important commitments to the people of Ontario, and one that we plan to continue with and make sure that we do it. We did it in the previous government. We'll do it again this time. Promise made, promise kept.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank the minister for her response. But the problem persists. This government seems to continue campaigning while we need real action. New Democrats have been calling for a public inquiry into the tragic long-term care deaths in the Whittlaufer case that's to be extended to look into all the systemic issues with long-term care in the province. And as MPP, I see these issues all the time. Another constituent's mother is currently in a nursing home in Scarborough. They describe a home full of vulnerable people, without relief from the heat as there is no air conditioning. The home is privately run by a U.S. giant private health provider called Extendicare. Mr. Speaker, is this the model that the Premier is proposing for long-term care in this province? More of the same? And would the Premier tell the people of Scarborough and of this province when these 15,000 care beds will be provided? Thank you.
We are working on the plan for capacity as we speak. I have been speaking with the members of the Ministry of Health about this issue. We are working on it now because we realize to provide 15,000 beds in 5 years is a big commitment and one that has to be undertaken immediately. So we are certainly doing that. With respect to your question about the inquiry that's going on, it is proceeding, as you know. And we look forward to hearing the results of that and making whatever changes need to be made as a result. We can't comment any further on it because it is not appropriate in this location, but we are following it and we will make changes if they're necessary based on the recommendations that are coming forward. So we take this issue very seriously and will take action when we need to. Thank you.